Okay, so I've never done this, so I'm just sort of trying this out. This is a very, very, very first attempt at screen recording and audio recording at the same time. Hello, everybody who's taken the time out to even pay attention to whatever I'm saying and what I have to give, which is very little. I'm basically going to go through Blender. The gimmick, if we're going to call it that, is that I know nothing about it. I've played with it a bit and I've done a couple of models. Oh god, let me find a memory stick and I'll show you. No, it's too far away. No, it's not. Oh my god, here it is. Yeah, I've got some stuff and I've played about a bit. I've done some videos, none of which I think will have gone up, or at least I've put up. Oh my god, I can't get this thing in. Oh, it's probably because I'm doing something stupid. Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh, the drama. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's good planning. Good planning, don't you think? I dropped the glass and everything. Okay. Where is it? What am I doing? What am I looking for? Is it even showing up? Kind of shape says. There we go. You know, I've done some sort of sculpting and done a bit of other stuff. This up. You know, mostly dragony stuff, bits and bobs, but really I've just blundered through it with no clue as to what I'm doing. I think the best thing I've done was probably this Trevor. But apart from that, really, I've just been messing about in the software. I know nothing, I can barely unwrap, I can barely do anything. But I'm just going to have a bit of fun with sculpting and, you know, mess about. Maybe have a go at doing some cool looking torso or something. We shall see. We shall see. Come on, Blender. What are you doing? So, yeah, like I said, no nothing. This is just some free, you know, Blender free. I'm free. Let's have some fun. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, scale it up. Now, I think, you see, for a while, every time I added a modifier, I'd always do subdivision surface. But apparently, multi-resolution is better for sculpting. Subdivide this down. I can subdivide it a lot further this way. Maybe not to 8, because that's a little extensive. But if I bring it down to, say, 5 here, and y-axis, if I go into sculpt, I want to mirror it on my y-axis. There we go. So hopefully, yeah, score. So I've got, I don't know, what's this going to be? I don't want to be really cliche and just do a dragon, but it does seem like that's probably what it's going to be. But it'll be very cool. I can promise you that. Okay, let's start bulking it out. I'll try and make this one really fast. You know, just a really fast sort of, ooh, it's looking like a face. Really fast little scribble. Breathe on my strength and all that. Subtract. So yeah, I mean Blender, it's typically Illustrator by trade, but I thought Blender would be a fun little thing to learn and pick up because it's getting quite popular. I say it's getting popular. It's always been popular. It's always been something that people are drawn to, you know, the 3D modelling thing. But I don't know, they like to get these, well, I know a lot of designers want something but don't really know how to get it, and it looks like, you know, they can't do it in Illustrator or Photoshop, but they can do it pretty well. Get the, you know, what they want from 3D modelling software. I get a lot of stick that I've picked Blender as it's like the first thing to learn. Everyone was like, oh, why don't you get Maya or something? I'm like, no, Blender it is, son. What are you going to do about it? I think, you know, I'd say it's a bigger community, but I don't know how big every other community is. But it feels like, because it's open source and it's sort of, open source, is that right? I don't know, probably not. Because it's, you know, not, it's made by the people for the people. I shook my fist then, if you'll believe that. You know, it's made by the people, and I think it's just something that I can sort of stick my teeth into. And it was the first one I came across. Well, kind of. I've done a little bit. I did a year of games development, and I did. What did I do? Yeah, I did experiment a little bit with like Lightwave and stuff. Is this a dragon? I mean, it kind of looks like the Cloverfield monster a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see where we're going with it. And we've just messed about with Lightwave, but Lightwave, God, I hated that software so much, so much. Yeah, I just figured Blender, what can I do? What could go wrong? And I was thinking, you know, like, I'm going to try, if I can, to film as much, not of this specific model, this guy, but as much of, like, sort of me picking up a software as I can. Because I figure if I can learn going along and someone wanted to watch this, they could learn with. But I guess I've got a very basic knowledge of Blender to begin with. But, you know, if you've been playing with the software for a week, you'll pretty much be where I'm at, which is, you know, not that far. Okay, so I've mirrored it, so I've only really had to draw half of this guy. I'm just going to sort of bring this back. I think I want to add this, whack my radius up, and sort of create a necky bit. Yeah, it's weird doing this, like, and talking about it as I'm going along. I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to do that. But no, it's cool. It's very cool. It's, you know, the Blender community, just the 3D modelling community in general is something that I want to be, you know, a little more involved with, because it's an awesome place to be. Okay, so we're gonna have to say this is it a dragon? I mean, dragons have horns. Of course I could always put horns in. Yes, I will. What I'm gonna do, oh no, I can grab, really big grab, and just no, that's not working. Oh no, it's kind of working. The resolution of it's relatively low at the moment. I'm gonna add another like subdivision soon. I just wanted to. He's quite like a sort of Chinese dragon looking guy, you know, quite like that. Oh no, didn't want to do that. Yeah. Where was I? I have totally forgotten, so I'm gonna have to go on to a completely different tangent. Yeah, I'll try and post more of just generic sculpting. I see like a lot of people who do speed art, and they're sort of, you know, they just take it and they speed it up. Well, yeah, essentially they do. And I think it's cool to see how people do it, but you don't really get to really understand how they did it, just to see that they did it. I mean, I've found, you know, that really listening and figuring out how someone else does it can be very beneficial, especially if you want to do some kind of like obscure modeling. I mean, this could never go in a game. This, I mean, you'd have to think. Oh God, I can't remember. It's like 4 years ago. You'd have to. What am I saying? You'd have to do a low res, like a low polygon count one of say like under 200 polygons, and then you'd have to unwrap that, and then you'd have to, I think, sort of like unwrap this or put out something so that this sort of model is a 2D image on the 3D object. I think something like that. Again, you know, I'm gonna hopefully learn that as I'm going along and learning it, and as you see me doing it is me learning it. Now I'd have liked, I mean, Blender is amazing. When I say amazing, it is, oh God, what we're doing. It's faultless. I can't complain about it. But I don't know, you could probably, if anyone knows more than me, or even, well, yeah, so long as you know Summit, you know a lot more than me. You know, so long as you can... Anyway, what was I getting at? Yeah, let me get back to what I was saying.